What if I could tell you all about the Ohio State University's School of Social Work for the MSW program? Bear with me, stay with me, and maybe you can follow me on my journey because I am a student there right now. First, we're going to talk about applying to OSU, picking a concentration in social work, financial considerations, the type of program, the coursework, and your internship. Applying for admission to OSU for the MSW program for adult students or any students, you just go to their website, www.osu.edu, to apply. It's very easy, it's very straightforward. You'll want to be able to access your transcripts from your college or any college coursework that you've had or degrees, or be able to obtain those. They're going to have to come straight from the schools to them. And you will have to do a essay and that kind of thing to get in, but it's very straightforward and a pretty easy process. Okay, now we're going to talk about the concentration areas. They offer several. One is aging and health. Child, youth, and school is another, community and social justice, and the program that I'm in, which is the mental health and substance abuse track. And I chose that based on my work experience and my interests. Next, we're going to take a look real quick at the financial considerations that you want to keep in mind. One is the cost of tuition. OSU is not the cheapest college, but it's also not the most expensive. And it does have a great reputation, so I do highly recommend it, and no one's paying me to say that. You want to look at if you're going to have to take out financial aid, such as student loans, private loans, tuition reimbursement, or if you're just going to pay out of your pocket or your parents' pocket, which would be more like it. And then, can you afford to take time off work, or to work around your busy schedule to do a 20-hour a week internship or more once you get further into your program? The cost of books and other fees. A lot of the books are online now, and some of them are even included with the tuition. Um, you also need a really good laptop, a headset, especially if you're going for the live classes, supplies. I would really recommend having a good printer. I know that's helped me as well. The type of program, they're of course all in-person classes. Or the advanced standing, that's for people that have a bachelor's degree in social work, and they would be going in half the time. It takes them about a year. They are considered advanced standing. For everybody else, no matter what your bachelor degree is in, it it is not social work. You cannot be advanced standing. I have a master's degree in human services with a specialization in counseling, but that doesn't matter. I have to be in the traditional 2-year program for that. Um, so I am on the traditional path, the online, which is number 3, and 4, there's traditional on in person, of course. Some of the coursework notes would be that they do offer classes online, in person, over Zoom, which is considered synchronous. You'll hear that word a lot. Online, to be determined, is the asynchronous courses, which means you do that anytime. You do have weekly deadlines like everybody else, but you do not have to be live in a course room at any particular time. You just do your modules and different assignments and discussion posts at your leisure. And that's a great thing for people that work or have a busy schedule. So altogether, for the traditional program, it's 63 credit hours. It would be substantially less if you are an advanced standing student. The internship, you'll want to keep these things in mind. You'll want to look early in the program. OSU has numerous placement sites that you can search by location or a lot of different ways. And you can also find your own placement, and they can apply to be an OSU placement site, but that takes a little bit of time. That could take anywhere from several weeks to a couple of months. That's why you want to go back to number one and look early in the program. Number four, they are paid and unpaid internships that are available. The good news is there's a lot more paid now than probably there ever was. I have a paid internship, so I got very fortunate. Number five is find one that matches your goals. If you're interested in working with children, for instance, you don't want to do an internship at the hospice house. It just wouldn't get you to where you really want to be. Be picky with your internships. Don't just take the first thing that's offered to you unless that's what you really want to do. Don't feel desperate. That's why you want to take your time and go early with it. And also, Handshake is a great platform where they have people, employers, agencies right there ready to talk to you. They have virtual career fairs, and you can talk directly to the people that hire, for internships as well as jobs. It's a great resource, and I think everyone should check that out. So basically, the internship is broken up into two parts for the social work program. There's what they call MSW1, which is 224 hours, and that is mainly more macro based, and we can go over that in another video of the difference between macro, meso, and micro practice. And then there's MSW2, which is 672 hours, and you can complete these programs part-time or full-time. Here's just what would you call, like a sample of what your course schedule might look like. This is mine. I'm in my third semester now, but this was my first semester load, which I thought, looking back, it was a little bit too heavy. I should have, uh, really, if I could do it over again, I would have only taken a couple courses just to get my feet wet and see how I liked it. I also didn't take any live classes the first semester, which made a big difference. The second semester, I was lucky enough to take a couple live classes. I think I took, what, three? Yeah, and it was a great experience. I highly recommend that because you really connect with your peers and your teacher, and also there's less work involved when you go live. But the bad thing is you do have to be on there at a certain time every week for at least a couple hours. Like, when I go in the summer, my diversity class is going to be on Wednesdays from 5:30 to 8:40. So I have to be on there at that time every Wednesday. And every course is like that. They meet once a week. This was my third semester, which I'm going to be starting. Fourth semester, and you'll see there's a fifth semester, and that's because this isn't my first internship. I did have an internship that did not work out, so that kind of set me back a little bit, but I am glad that I didn't continue there. I would say if anybody has any problems with their internship and they are not happy there, they're just having a really hard time, or something might be going on that you don't agree with, or personality conflicts, whatever it may be, it is really to your best interest to advocate for yourself and move on, because you don't want to be in the wrong placement for a variety of reasons. And we can go into that in a different video. Go Buckeyes! Okay, where am I at in my journey? Well, as I mentioned, I'm on my third semester. I'm in the traditional online program. I'm an adult student. Um, I favor the live Zoom classes. I think that is definitely the way to go if you can at all do it. I'm starting my internship in May, and I plan to graduate May of next year. So that's where I'm at right now. My advice is to apply early, to just do it. It's not that difficult. You'll want to practice your time management, especially if you have a family, children, jobs, all that, and life goes on. So you really have to be able to balance your home life, your school life, um, whether you go live or not. You need that time to dedicate to the studies because it's a difficult program. You'll want to make self-care a priority, because I see so many people burn out before they even get started that it's not even funny. And it's never too late. I'm 60 years old and I'm doing this. So if I can do this, certainly you guys can do it out there. And there's no bachelor's of social work required for their program, and no GRE test scores or anything like that. So that's the good thing. Of course, if you have the MSW, you're at a definite advantage because you will be considered advanced standing, and that is about a year, I believe, to get through that. So good luck, everyone. You have a wonderful day. Please like, subscribe, share this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. Also, if there are any videos on a particular topic you'd like to see that is regarded to the Master of Social Work program at Ohio State University, please let me know that in the comments. And we will see you next time. Good night.